What happens when the world ends but life keeps moving? Snowpiercer is one of the most unique sci-fi films of the last decade, a story about survival, class, and revolution, all set on a train that never stops. It's brutal, it's strange, and it builds towards one of the boldest endings in modern science fiction. So today on Pixel and Popcorn, we're breaking down the entire film, car by car, from the frozen wasteland outside to the mysterious engine at the very front.
Close the gate quick! Shut it!
The film opens with a catastrophic mistake. Scientists release a chemical into the atmosphere to stop global warming, and instead it freezes the planet. Human civilization then collapses, and the only survivors are the passengers aboard a massive train called the Snowpiercer, powered by a perpetual engine. The train circles the Earth non-stop, carrying the last remnants of humanity, but life on the train is divided by class. At the very back of the tail section, people live in darkness and poverty. They're crammed together, starving, and forced to eat mysterious protein blocks just to survive. At the front, the wealthy live in luxury, and that imbalance is about to explode. We meet Curtis, the reluctant leader of the tail section. For years, he's watched people suffer, while the elite live comfortably. Now he's ready to fight back. With help from an elder revolutionary named Gilliam, Curtis organizes an uprising, and the plan is pretty simple. Move forward through the train, take control of each car, and reach the engine.
What? What did he say?
He said you guys are fucked.
Yeah, 꼬리 간전 놈들아.
And change the system forever. The rebellion begins pretty suddenly. Violence erupts, guards are overwhelmed, and for the first time in years, the tail section pushes forward. As the rebels move through the train, each new car reveals a different world. One car is a brutal battleground filled with masked soldiers wielding axes. Another is a luxurious aquarium where the wealthy eat fresh sushi. Then comes a classroom where children are taught to worship the train's creator, Wilford. The deeper Curtis then travels, the clearer the truth becomes that the train isn't just transportation, it's a complete society carefully designed to keep people in their place. The rebellion begins to fall apart and friends then die. Plans are starting to fail, and Curtis learns a horrifying secret. The suffering in the tail section wasn't an accident, it was very intentional. The system requires some balance. If you have too many people, that means too few resources. So periodic uprisings are allowed, even encouraged, to reduce the population. Revolution was part of the design. Curtis finally reaches the front of the train. There he meets Wilford, the mysterious engineer who built the Snowpiercer, and Wilford offers Curtis a shocking proposal. Take control of the train, become the new leader, and maintain the system. And Curtis realizes the truth. The engine runs on child labor, literally. Children are forced into the machinery to keep the train moving, and this is the cost of survival. And Curtis must decide, continue the system or destroy it. Curtis makes his choice. Instead of taking power, he sacrifices himself and the train, and final explosion derails the train. For the first time in years, it stops. The world outside is still frozen, but life has not fully disappeared. In the final moments, two survivors step into the snow, and in the distance, they see something impossible: a polar bear, proof that Earth might be healing. Snowpiercer is more than a sci-fi film. It's a story about inequality, about control, about the courage to break a system down. Director Bong Joon-ho blends action, satire, and social commentary perfectly into a film that feels both entertaining and deeply unsettling. For me, I think that it is a bold, unforgettable ride that never lets up, and a reminder that sometimes the only way forward is to, indeed, stop the train. I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon producers. Thank you guys for supporting the channel and helping these videos happen. If you want even more content like spoiler reviews, movie vlogs, even game reviews and early uploads, check out the Patreon link in the description. And with that, if you don't feel like doing that, I totally understand. Just like and subscribe. That helps out the algorithm a lot. And I'll catch you guys next week on the next Pixel and Popcorn. Thank you guys for watching.
Everybody stop!